Welcome to Rotten Damians. Today we'll be discussing My Demonic Encounter, a true story. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, be sure to watch them before this part. It is 2018, a few years later. I had told my best friends about the entity, and we started calling it Joseph. I don't know why that name, it just randomly popped into my head one day. During the grade 11 holidays, Blue, Green and I decided that we wanted to play Ouija to contact Joseph and try get a few answers. We didn't have an actual board, nor could we organize one, so we created one out of pen and paper, and we used a bottle cap as the planchette. We waited for nighttime and went to my outside area. We built a fire and began the session at around 9 PM and placed our sweaty hands on the bottle cap, slightly nervous that it would move. We asked it basic questions like, "Who are you?" or "What do you want?" But the piece never moved. In between a bout of questions, Blue and I explained to Green that it is believed that you summon an entity named Zozo when you play Ouija, and that he is not a kind spirit. Green got a little freaked out and quickly removed his hand from the piece without saying goodbye. As soon as he removed his hand, Blue and I saw a white orb, clear as day, quickly fly past our heads. As soon as the orb landed on the ground, we heard a large metallic spring bounce on the floor, and as soon as it made this noise, the dogs began barking in a fit of rage. We got up and ran to the noise, but there was nothing there, only the dogs. We decided to burn the board and call it a night. Unknown to us, the night was just beginning. That night, we all had paranormal experiences. I had a dream where I saw this little girl in a white nightie with blonde hair. In the dream, she was possessed and a priest was exorcising her. She kept saying that she was coming for me next. I woke up in a panic and checked my phone to see the time. It was 3 AM. The next Monday at school, I went to speak to Blue and I told him, "Bro, I've been having some crazy dreams. I keep seeing this little girl." But before I could finish the sentence, he interrupted me and said, "With blonde hair and a white nightie." We both immediately got goosebumps and chills, because that meant that we had been having the same nightmare. We continued to have the exact same dream for a week straight. After the week of nightmares, I never had a paranormal experience with Joseph again. It has been 5 years now, and still nothing has happened. I don't know exactly why it stopped, but I'm thankful that it did.
Hey everyone, my name is Timothy, and this is my experience of the Ouija night. I think before I go on, I think it's maybe important to disclose that I am now an atheist, and of course the events that followed after the night we played Ouija together did not lead to me becoming an atheist. Before you know, atheist skeptics are out there. I think perhaps this story is perhaps more of a reflection of how powerful the mind is, you know. So the night we played Ouija, it was a few friends, and you know, I think at the time we were all very curious in the supernatural world, if you will. And I've had, you know, all I've had maybe alleged supernatural encounters, and I think we were really eager at the time to, you know, see could we actually make contact with whatever is out there. So we made a makeshift Ouija board, and a few of us decided to play. And of course, you know, when we first started playing, it was all just shits and giggles. The night gets really interesting, I think, where I personally thought I kept on seeing these white orbs or streaks in the corner of my eye, but just shrugged it off, you know. We continued playing the game, and I think one of the rules that we read is that you have to, there's like almost like a ritual of ending the game. You can't just take your hands off the board and then eat away. You kind of have to end things properly. And then one of our friends at the time just took his hands off the board without saying goodbye properly. And then we were sitting out like in an outside area, and near us we heard was really weird, but like a big spring dropping it hitting the floor, which was weird because there's no one around us at the time. And then almost immediately after, all the dogs started barking. I think it really spooked us at the time. And then I think it became a bit scarier when other people around this Ouija board confirmed that they had also been seeing like white streaks in their like peripheral vision. And I mean, of course, that wasn't it wasn't the most intense experience, but I think it just threw everyone off a little. But I think for me, the story comes sometime after the night we played Ouija, where I had a series of demonic nightmares that would follow into one another.
This concludes our 5-year-long haunting. I decided to combine the last 2 episodes, making this the final one. If you enjoyed the series, please like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and for me to reach my goals. If you'd like to learn more about the experience or have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments down below. I answer all comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.